So I want to start with this quotation, which is from this excellent website called the Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Unfortunately, citing it is a bit difficult because there's no author that's actually being credited with collating the website and writing the website page. However, this web page has honestly been really helpful when I was researching this, and hopefully it will be a great starting point for you as well. And one of the great things about this is that you can actually find the historian cited all the way throughout the text, and there's also got a really useful bibliography at the end that you can refer to. So we're looking at this book called Rhythm and Resistance Explorations in the Political Uses of Popular Music, written in 1990. So in historical terms, not too old, but bearing in mind it was written 35 years ago, so perhaps some historiography has changed. And in fact, we could check this now together. So let's look at rhythm and resistance and put it into Google Scholar. So if you've seen the first video that I did for the John Locke essay competition, not on this topic, but on question 1 on economic uses of history, sustained economic growth, I went through how Google Scholar is a great resource to use. So let's type in rhythm and resistance Ray Pratt. So it's been cited by 319 people. So yeah, it's significant. And let me share my screen with you all so you can see what kind of themes might come up in the. Great, I hope that's visible. So soundtrack, popular music, identity and place. A lot of it is not directly relevant to the essay question itself and the significance of music, but you can see actually there are quite a few interesting different contexts that come up. So, for example, there's one from 2003 on popular music, ethnicity, gender, and politics from 1917 to 1997, engaging community music and introduction, music and social movements. And just one brief note before we get back to the presentation. I think what's really interesting with this question is that a lot of the readings actually are not just historical, but they've got a basis, for example, in sociology, anthropology. Sociology is a study of society, basically present in society. So it's what we would call an interdisciplinary topic. And what we already looked at in the first theory video is that there's a substantial need to use philosophy in order to really get to the heart of what music is, and to create our own sophisticated definition of it, which in turn will lead to a sophisticated, interesting, deep, unusual, and nuanced answer. So yes, let's get back to the presentation. And to the Ray Pratt quote, which I think is really interesting. So the quotation, no music alone can organize one's ability to invest effectively in the world, but one can note powerful contributions of music to temporary emotional states. And the context in which this has been cited in this philosophy book, this philosophy internet article, is that musical movements are not just can't just by themselves create social change, but it's the ways in which it affects people and mobilizes them to affect social change. And like we've repeated in the first video and in the second video, the hugely significant part of this is emotions. And I think this is a theme that you need to really keep circling and coming back to when you do your readings. Think about how, for example, protest movement songs spark emotions in people. How does music, which is an inherently personal and individually perceived phenomenon, how does the how does it spark emotions in individuals, and how do these emotions in turn affect social change? So I think Ray Pratt observation is, yeah, really interesting and just a good way of summarizing it in a nice academic context. And it's definitely something that you could quote within your article.